Good morning, world. Welcome back to 749. This is an impromptu video. This is an on the spot. We're in my own personal kitchen. I only have a few minutes, but we talked about meal prepping and stretching things. Chris mentioned me taking some catfish and making a pile big enough to feed 5 or 6 people. I'm going to show you real quick, literally how I did that. I have right here a brisket, and I have right here some catfish. The rest of it's over here in this pot. I have to meal prep. There's only a little bit of things here in the kitchen. I have rosemary and sage, an onion, garlic, tomato, ginger, cracked salt and pepper. Watch me work. First thing we're going to do is season the bottom of the brisket. The reason I'm leaving the fat on this is because I'm going to drain it later. The fat's going to help this cook in the crock pot. Notice I'm using just cracked salt and pepper at the moment. That's done and out of the way. Next thing I did was I sliced off a couple of steaks from the brisket. Personal favorite of mine, white truffle oil. We're going to use about a tablespoon of that. We'll heat that up in the front on the small pan. We'll turn on our grease for our catfish. Okay. The rest of the catfish went in this pot. Here's why that happened. Oh. We're going to move our meat to the side here. Put the lid on our crock pot. We'll move our cutting surface over here so you can see what's going on. Okay? We'll chop up the sage first. And as I chop up vegetables, I tend to put them in something. Yeah, half a meal prep is just getting the Tupperware and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Boom. Cut the stem off. You don't want that. That's the bad shit. Probably better with this. Now I can smell that truffle oil heating up behind me. The reason I'm doing it this way, that brisket is going to take about 12 hours to cook. I'll throw this in the pan. This is going to cook right now. I'm going to make some eggs. Then I have breakfast. Okay? Sage is chopped up fine enough for me to have a little bit to use in both pots. What I'm actually doing with the other fish in the big pot is I'm going to make a catfish soup. It's not going to be an official fish soup, but it's going to be enough of a soup to get me through the week. Okay? Sage. Sage is a powerful spice. You don't need a lot of it. So it's what we call a base spice. It's what you build your flavor profile with. Check our oil. So just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. After the meat starts cooking, it'll do the rest for you. Okay? Turn that down just a bit. We're just going to sear that on both sides. Basically going to come out medium, the medium rare flank brisket on the stove. Back to our vegetables. And try to maintain a very clean kitchen. Try to clean as you go, okay? Save you a lot of work, save you a lot of time, and nobody can operate in a dirty kitchen. It's not wise, it's not pleasant, and your food really does just taste better. I know that sounds kind of like a myth or whatever, but food coming from a clean kitchen really does taste better. Rosemary. Rosemary is another strong spice. Rosemary, sage, thyme, marjoram, they tend to go hand in hand. You can alter the quantities, and as you alter the quantities, you'll alter the flavor profile. Okay? These are some of my go-to spices. I'm going to clean this knife off so it works a little better. This being a heavier blade, it holds the sharpness a little thick, a little longer, makes it easier to chop up a thicker leaf. Voila, rosemary. Put that in there. The rest of it, we're going to use a little more. We're going to put it in the fish soup. We'll turn around. I can smell that meat cooking. I'm going to turn around and flip that over. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to take this little bit of food that was 2 bags of fillets, so that's 6 catfish fillets. 5 are in here, 2 are in there. Those I'm going to boil down into nothing. That creates the broth. I'm going to throw in a bag of mixed vegetables, some rice, and some spices. Onion, garlic, tomato, ginger. Soup is done. Take those fillets. I'm going to throw them in the pot and fry them up. I've got 2 fried catfish fillets to go with some potatoes and vegetables in there. Then I got 2 flank steaks to go with some eggs for breakfast and some potatoes. Then I've got my crock-potted, in 12 hours, I have a crock-potted brisket to go again with potatoes and vegetables, and I'm set for the week. See you guys soon.